Rioting in the streets is promised at both the Republican and Democrat conventions starting in a few weeks. Will it influence policy inside those buildings? And how will the voters react? Claire Lopez, we're both old enough to remember, we were kids, the 1968 Democratic National Convention in Chicago, when the anarchists were in the street and Mayor Daley sent the very brutal Chicago police out into the street and beat up a lot of people. There are various anarchist groups, and there's a whole bunch of them, from Antifa to BLM to the Hamas supporters to the BDS supporters, that are promising to organize mass demonstrations against both the Democrat and the Republican conventions. There are now court cases being issued on emergency bases saying that the cities can keep the demonstrators away to a certain degree. There's a right to protest, there's a right to demonstrate, but not to disrupt and certainly not to destroy. I wonder what these people are thinking, as if they were going to affect policy, the people inside the buildings, especially on the Democrats who are trying to figure out who their nominee is going to be and how they're going to proceed and what the platform is going to be in regards to, well, all the issues of the country. It seems to me that the anarchists that have put out a call to take to the streets, I mean, I was reading stuff this morning. Those are our streets. We're going to take control. We're going to show them. I don't know exactly what they think they're going to accomplish, but you got any insight?
Well, I will start by saying that I was surprised that the Democrats actually chose Chicago for the site of their national convention this year, next month in August, after a weekend. I mean, literally this past weekend, 109 people were shot in Chicago.
Well, of those, thank God they have gun control. Just wanted to interject.
I think, I'm glad to say that fewer than that were killed, but these are the data that come out every single weekend. So surprise number one, that they picked Chicago for the convention for the Democrat Party, but also the fact that these groups are organizing is well known. And I'm going to look at a site here and mention this to you. Again, red, green axis, red, communist, Marxist, green, the Islamic movement led by the Muslim Brotherhood front groups in America. And I'm looking at a website right now. It is the website of the AnswerCoalition.org. Answer, of course, abbreviation, acronym for Act Now to Stop War and End Racism. Go to that website, AnswerCoalition.org, and they are advertising right now an event on July 24th, which is the date when Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be speaking to a joint session of Congress. And the headline of this website at Answer's homepage reads, "Arrest Netanyahu, exclamation point, surround Congress, July 24 with the People's Red Line for Palestine." Now, what I would say is that if we look back actually to that 1968 Democrat convention there in Chicago, what did happen? The brutalities, you say, of the city police department. But what happened? Richard Nixon was elected president on the Republican Party ticket on a platform of law and order.
Well said. I forgot about that. And that wasn't his convention. But
that's what I mean.
Were literally revolted against the concept of, we don't have a strong leader. Nixon is going to make us safe again.
Exactly.
In this case, the anarchists are going after both conventions. So I don't think there's any way the Democrats are going to be able to say we're the party of law and order when they've tolerated this for years. But it's going to be an exciting summer, and I put that in quotes.
I can't help but agree. I mean, we really hope that the chaos will not be as violent as it looks that it will be, and that there will be fewer casualties and less damage, but I don't hold out much hope for that.